Donald Trump has done it again. Against all odds, he's swept through the swing states, claiming a decisive victory in the 2024 election. But what does this mean for the future of America? Is the country headed toward change or deeper divisions? Stick around to find out as we dive into what Trump's win could mean for everything from foreign policy to climate action. And trust me, there are some surprising twists ahead. Let's start with the biggest question. How did Trump secure these critical states in the first place? What factors turned Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan red again? One word: strategy. This time around, Trump doubled down on his populist appeal, targeting voters who felt left behind in traditional industries. His message? Bringing back jobs and making America great again? Again. But wait, is this really sustainable for the country? Or is it more of the same? Trump's primary pitch to swing state voters was job creation. Many believe he'll focus on revitalizing American manufacturing. But here's the kicker. Experts warn that his economic policies could lead to inflation and even a trade war. Imagine the price of everyday goods skyrocketing. So, are we in for an economic boom or just a bubble waiting to burst? Quick question. Do you think paying $5 for a gallon of milk sounds like great again? Leave your thoughts below. Immigration played a huge role in this election. Trump has promised to ramp up border security even further, potentially building on his controversial policies from his first term. But here's where things get interesting. Analysts argue that this could strain relations with neighboring countries. Will this tough stance lead to safer borders, or is America risking valuable diplomatic ties? Next up, foreign policy. Trump's re-election could signal a shift towards isolationism as he pushes an America-first agenda. But will this distance America from its allies, weakening NATO and other alliances? Some leaders are already bracing for a chillier relationship with the US, and here's the cliffhanger. Could this embolden global rivals like China and Russia? One area where Trump's re-election has raised eyebrows is climate policy. Many environmentalists fear that his administration will roll back key climate initiatives. Picture this: no net zero commitments, fewer restrictions on emissions, and an open door to fossil fuels. This could be a major blow to global climate action, but is there a chance he could surprise us and support some green initiatives? Here's a wild thought. What if Trump announced a nationwide solar panel initiative? Not likely, right? Trump's influence on the Supreme Court could also intensify, as he may have the chance to appoint more justices. Think about it. Decisions on hot-button issues like abortion, gun rights, and voting laws could sway conservative. Is America entering an era of conservative rulings that could last for generations? Healthcare and Social Security, two topics where Trump made big promises to protect benefits. But experts warn his policies could ultimately strain federal funding. Is there a risk that these critical programs could face cuts under a Trump-led government? And if so, how will Americans, especially seniors, cope with these changes? Racial tensions have been a flashpoint during Trump's campaigns, and many are asking, will his re-election fuel more division or encourage unity? Some supporters say he's addressing real issues head-on, while critics believe his rhetoric is polarizing. Could his leadership spark a movement toward healing, or more unrest? Is it just me, or does it feel like America's in one of those will they, won't they relationships with unity? Trump has spoken about the need for educational reform, particularly in instilling patriotic values. But some worry this could stifle critical thinking and limit free speech in schools. Are we seeing the dawn of a new education era in America, or will these policies clash with the modern values young Americans hold? So, where does America go from here? Trump's sweep of the swing states has undoubtedly shifted the landscape, but the future is uncertain. From economic policies to international relations, his second term is bound to leave a lasting impact. But one thing's clear: America is bracing itself for a significant journey. Now the only question is, are we prepared for what's next? Only time will tell, but it's bound to be a wild ride. If you're as curious as we are about the world's shifting landscape, don't miss our next video on why India's space missions are so cheap. Discover how this space power manages to achieve so much on a shoestring budget. Click here to watch.